Brothers of Wrestling podcast. Just book it.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your host Logan and
Hayden.
we bring you another episode of Just Book It, where we
Yeah.
book a full year of a wrestling time period. This happening to be the 2025 reality era, and we already finished up the draft in a previous episode, and we've done our first full month of TV with a pay-per-view. We did the whole month of January, and we did New Year's Revolution and the Elimination Chamber already in an episode. So go back and watch those and listen to those if you have not already heard them. Today, we have the whole month of February, 4 weeks of TV to build to the Royal Rumble. One of the big four. Everybody loves a good Rumble. So I cannot wait to get started here. Monday Night Raw is up first.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so where we left off with New Year's Revolution, we had crowned a new WWE champion, first ever, John Cena. We found out who our number one contender was going to be, AJ. Women's Championship, Charlotte won the tournament. And New Day became the new World Tag Team Champions. Other than that, we kind of kept all the titles intact. So starting off on Raw 5, we have John Cena coming out to celebrate his title win. Comes out, celebrates with the fans, says he's so excited to win the championship. He knows this is his last year, so it's nice to have the title. So then he's talking about how he's going to be a fighting champ. He's going to take on all challengers. That's when AJ Styles music hits.
Ooh.
And he comes out and he gets in the ring with Cena, and he says he's looking forward to the challenge of taking the title from Cena. He's going to give Cena his best match he can possibly give him, and he's is hoping that Cena brings his A game. Then you have Orton music
All
hit.
right.
Orton's ticked off because of what happened at New Year's Revolution. He says that Cena didn't really beat him, and that he deserves to be the champion,
Makes
and he
sense.
wants to take that title from Cena.
Reasonable.
Then we get Burn It Down!
No.
Seth's
What's
music.
he got to do with this?
He comes out and says that he got cheated in the number one contender
Oh,
match
come
by AJ.
on.
And with Drew being in there, he didn't feel like he should have lost, and he should have been the number one contender. And so they're all arguing. Cena says that if you're going to come out here and talk, then you need to man up and fight. And so we get a classic Teddy Long tag team match in our main event tonight. John Cena and AJ Styles teaming up to take on Randy Orton
That is a classic.
and Seth
Teddy Long.
Rollins. So after that all takes place, then we get our first match of the night. We got the Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor coming out to take on Solo Sikoa. Good back and forth match. Solo goes for the spike. Finn dodges it. Hits him with a drop kick in the corner. Hits the coup de grace. Pins Solo. 1, 2, 3. Finn beats Solo. He's holding the title up. Bronson Reed.
Oh, no, not Bronson
from
again.
behind. Takes out Finn. Lays him out with a tsunami. Finn Balor's in serious pain. Bronson Reed's laughing all the way to the back.
Somebody's got to stop this guy.
Now we go to the back. We got Eric Bischoff in his office, and Drew comes in, Drew McIntyre. Drew's pretty ticked off about what happened at New Year's Revolution, says he wants a chance to make it right. So Eric says he's going to give him the opportunity. He says up next he's got a Royal Rumble qualifying match. And it's taking place right now, and he's not going to tell him whose opponent is. So Drew goes out to the ring. We get out there, and guess who it is?
Who could it be?
Otis,
No,
baby.
not Otis.
Yep, coming out with Tozawa. He comes out. Drew laughs. Otis hits him with a couple clotheslines. Drew can't believe it. He gets suplexed. Drew is about to lose. Otis goes for the does he call it the
No, he
word?
calls it the Caterpillar.
Caterpillar, that's what it was. He's going for it. Drew stops it, hits the Claymore. 1, 2, 3. Drew qualifies for the Royal Rumble match.
Whoa.
So now he's got a chance to move on and win the Rumble. Then we go back into Bischoff's office, and Logan Paul and Braun Breaker come in. And they shake Bischoff's hand. Bischoff says it's great to have them both on Raw. He's excited for what they did at New Year's, taking out Priest and Sami Zayn, and that he's rewarding them with winning that match, which they're both going to be in the Rumble. And then
Doesn't
next
seem
week
very fair.
they both are going to fight Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship.
Whoa.
So he's giving them a lot of perks there for
Okay.
what they did at New Year's. Then we got a match between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. Pretty quick match. Not a real squash, but a little bit of a squash. Becky hits the Bexploder, and then after the match, she gets on the mic and says that she deserves another shot at Charlotte to win the title,
Hmm.
and that she's going to do whatever she can to get into the title picture again. So then we come back and we got a special rematch from New Year's Revolution.
Ooh.
The World Tag Team Championships are on the line. New Day, who won the titles at the pay per view, are going against the former champs, Lucha Bros. Good back and forth match. It looks like Lucha Bros are going to win it, hitting a super kick on Woods. But then Kofi grabs Phoenix's leg while he's on the top rope, knocks him off. Penta hits Kofi, and then Woods rolls up Penta to get the win. And they keep the titles. New Day's still champs,
That was
and
dirty.
they stole it from the Lucha Bros again. So then real quick, right after that match, the camera goes to the back, and Bailey and Jake Cargill are brawling
Oh,
backstage, hitting each other, chairs, trash cans, everything. People are separating them, trying to get them all taken care of, but
what could have caused
they're
this?
still trying to get at each other. Well, you don't remember what happened? Come on, you got to be the crowd. Remember, they've been fighting for like 3 weeks,
Hmm.
and they had the double
Oh, that's
pin,
right, the double
and
pin. I
then they
forgot
had
about that.
the
Yeah.
the brawl, and then they had at New Year's they fought Tiffany Stratton for the U.S.
That's right. That's
Championship,
right. Yeah.
and then they Tiffany ended up winning because took each other
Hmm.
out. So they're still ticked off at
Okay.
each other.
Okay.
Then Bischoff is in his office again, and John Cena comes in,
Ooh.
and Bischoff stares at him, and he says that he knows that John Cena won't have that title for very long. And Bischoff tells Cena that he won't forget that Cena hit the FU on Bischoff last week. So Cena just smiles and does the "you can't see me" right in Bischoff's face.
Ooh, Cena, you're
So
getting in
now,
trouble.
I know he's fighting the authority. So now we go to the main event: Cena and AJ versus Orton and Seth. Good classic tag match, back and forth. AJ setting up for the big forearm, but Orton catches him, pulls him down, and throws him onto the table. Cena gets up. He's about to hit Seth with the FU out of RKO out of
No.
nowhere, and then that sets up Seth to hit the stomp right on Cena. 1, 2, 3. Seth and Orton win the
No,
match,
man.
staking their claim, trying to get back into the title picture for the WWE Championship, and that's how Raw ends with Randy and Seth standing tall in the ring.
Mm.
So now we go on to SmackDown.
All right. Well, SmackDown Week 5 opens after CM Punk had won the World Heavyweight Championship or retained the World Heavyweight Championship in the Elimination Chamber, a hard fought match. He was bleeding in that match, and then he got attacked as the pay per view was ending, as the show was going off the air, by a masked man. So Punk opens the show, his music hits, and he don't have time to play with the fans, do the clobbering time thing. He's marching to the ring. He's coming
Nope.
down. He grabs the mic. He cuts his music and he just starts going in on what happened to close chamber. He's yelling at the masked man. He's demanding to know who it was. He wants to know. He cannot handle being attacked by a faceless person. And so he wants them to come down to the ring, reveal themselves so they can get through this. They can start punching him in the mouth and get
Mm-hmm.
past this. And as he's
Makes sense.
talking, Gunther's music hits. And Gunther,
Oh,
smirking his way down to the ring, he's jolly. He's Gunther jolly. He's coming
he's
down.
Santa.
And this is his first appearance on SmackDown. He didn't show up the first 4 weeks.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
so he comes down to the ring. He's got his arms behind his back like he always does. He's laughing at Punk. And he starts questioning if Punk can truly handle the weight and the pressure of being the world champion. Maybe he starts putting doubt in Punk's head. Maybe this is too much for him. Maybe he's too old. It's passed him
He
by.
is.
And
He
and
is.
this masked man is really just a metaphor for him not being able to handle it. And so Punk, he's gonna get he's about ready to just lay out Gunther, just start smacking him. But then the masked man gets in the ring and attacks Punk from
Oh, I thought it
behind.
was Gunther. I was shocked.
And the masked man attacks Punk, lays him out, beats him down, starts putting the boots to him, hits him with the championship, and then the masked man gets out of the ring. And Gunther's just watching, by the way. He's laughing. He just loves seeing Punk get beat
He's
up like
not
this.
helping him.
What?
He's not.
No,
Helping
he's not helping him. No, and then the masked man gets out, jumps the barricade, and goes back through the crowd. And Punk just is laying in the ring as Gunther is just laughing at him.
Oh man.
We go backstage with William Regal in his office, and
Yeah, right.
Obafemi walks in.
Ugh.
Obafemi coming off of that chamber win against Jacob Fatu, where he put him through the car. It was amazing. And Regal, he greets Oba, and he tells him he's not too happy with how he treated Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is a big time asset on SmackDown, and he doesn't like that Obafemi just put him through a car without any regard for human life.
Did we decide that Regal was a heel in yours?
I don't know if I ever. I think he's a face. I don't know if I ever really figured that out.
I couldn't remember.
We never really talked
Because
about it.
Bishop's a full on heel.
Yeah, I could tell. I think Regal's a face.
Okay.
And he tells the audience and he tells Oba that Jacob's on the shelf. Oba smiles
Ooh.
and acknowledging his handiwork. And then we get Regal saying, "You think it's funny that you put Jacob on the shelf? Well, why don't you go down to the ring and see if it's funny?" So Oba heads to the ring.
Classic.
He's in the ring waiting to know what his opponent is, and Rusev's music hits.
Ooh.
And we got big meaty men slapping meat. I mean,
lot of beats.
it's going crazy. We got the sweat popping off. It's insane. Oba,
Gross.
he's putting some good offense on Rusev. Rusev controlling the match though, controlling a lot of the match, giving it to the unexperienced Oba.
Inexperienced.
Yes, inexperienced. Sorry. And
Just kidding.
Rusev's controlling the match. He's hitting super kicks. A lot of people in the crowd are surprised. They thought Oba would dominate, but Rusev's putting in a good effort. Super kick after super kick, but Oba keeps getting up. He keeps on getting up. Rusev finally puts him down, hits the accolade, and really is wrenching it back on Oba. He's suffering, but he eventually is able to counter it. He gets Rusev in the fall from grace, and he gets the 1-2-3, beating Rusev. Good showing from Rusev, but Oba still got him in the end.
Good build up for Oba.
And then we move backstage, and we see Jackie Redmond backstage.
Who?
You don't know who Jackie Redmond is?
Why am I blanking on Jackie?
Her and Kathy Kelly, the interviewers backstage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
She does Raw,
my
Kathy
boy.
does SmackDown, but I chose Jackie.
that's right. I didn't know we had a backstage.
We don't have to. I just thought it'd be fun to add her. So it's not just
That's funny.
Regal backstage all the time.
I totally forgot her last name was Red.
Oh, did you?
Like, that did not compute. for me.
Anyway, Jackie Redmond's backstage, and she's interviewing Rhea and Io.
Just say Jackie.
Her name's Jackie Redmond. All right, I'll say Jackie from now on. Jackie's backstage, and she interviews Rhea and Io.
Who? Just kidding.
What?
I said who?
Oh, jeez.
Because he just said Jack.
Rhea
too
says
funny.
that she respects Stephanie for shaking her hand after the chamber, and she really thinks that Stephanie has a bright future in this company. And then all of a sudden, Liv and Roxanne interrupt the interview, and Liv says that Rhea doesn't deserve to be the world champion. It should have been her. It should have been Liv who won the world title. Io steps up to defend Rhea though, and she challenges Liv to a match that night. Liv accepts, and her and Roxanne walk away. But Io didn't like the way that Liv was talking to Rhea.
That's a good little step up for you.
We go to the ring, and we see the MFTs. They make their debut, their in-ring debut, against American Made, Brutus and Julius. And the
Okay.
representation for MFTs is the Gorillas of Destiny, the Tongans.
Hmm.
So
Makes sense.
they're taking out American Made. They're battling the Creed brothers. Tama and Brutus go after each other. They're hitting each other with big shots. Brutus hits pretty hard, so he's taking out Tonga. They're tagging in their partners. It's a pretty quickly paced match. There's a lot of tags. Everything's going on.
Hmm.
JC Mateo is able to distract Julius as Tama hits the gun stun, which I had no idea that was the name of his finisher. But he hits the
Okay.
gun stun. 1, 2, 3, and the MFTs win.
Nice.
And after the match, the MFTs get in the ring, all of them, and they start beating down the Creeds, and the MFTs stand tall as we go to commercial break. Our fourth segment,
These are coming out hot.
it is Cody Rhodes in the locker room. We've gone through this month saga with Cody where he hasn't been feeling himself. He hasn't been able to win many matches. He's not the champion. He hasn't been able to. He doesn't know who he is without the championship. And so he's sitting in the locker room. He's got his head down, and LA Knight comes in. And he said, "Let me talk
Yeah.
to you." And he just says he comes in, and Ellen Knight says that Cody should stop feeling bad for himself, pick himself up, and keep moving forward because he's going to get left in the dust if he doesn't. This business moves fast, and Cody just stands up. He gets in Knight's face and says he's right, and he's going to go prove it in the ring against LA Knight tonight.
Oh, okay.
You know how Cody gets
Cody's
when
sassy.
somebody challenges his manhood.
Ugh.
We go to the
Let's
ring
talk
with
about his father.
we go to the ring for our third match, Julia versus Kairi Sane. And it's a classic
Okay.
Julia in New Japan style match. Her and Kairi are going real crazy with the hard hitting blows. They're both like giving each other nasty bruises and welts with these kicks and punches that they got. They're really not holding back. Julia hits the Northern Lights bomb, but Kairi is able to kick out just barely 2.9999999.
Oh,
And Kairi gets control after that. She attempts the insane elbow, but Julia's able to dodge it, catch her with another Northern Lights bomb, and 1, 2, 3, Julia picks up the victory.
that's big.
Backstage, we see William Regal talking to Ilya Dragunov, and Regal says that he really likes what Dragunov's brought to the SmackDown roster. He likes what he's done, and he's excited to have him on SmackDown. When he's saying that he's excited to give him a chance at the U.S. Championship. When Chad Gable enters the office. And he comes in and he's yelling at he's yelling at Regal saying that he deserves to be the US champion. Nobody takes him seriously on this brand. He deserves to be the US champion. And so Regal says next week Gable and Dragunov will face off to determine who the number one contender is for the US title.
Nice. Good man. Good man.
We go back to the ring and we hear the American Nightmare music hit. There's more than one wrestling royal family. Cody Rhodes versus L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody takes the control early. He's beating down L.A. Knight. He's working him over. He's a little bit more aggressive than usual. He's got a little bit more of an edge to him than normal babyface cookie cutter Cody is.
He's going Homelander.
He's feeling a little bit more. He's got a little bit more pent up aggression. Knight's able to reverse and get the advantage later in the match. He takes out Cody, putting the boots to him, hitting those stomps in the corner, and he's ready to hit a BFT. Cody reverses, goes for the Cody cutter. Knight catches him in the BFT. 1, 2, 3. Knight beats Cody. And Cody, he after he stops selling, he sits up on and he's like just sitting in the ring. He's looking defeated. He doesn't know where to go. He can't even beat LA Knight. We go backstage.
Going well.
Austin Theory and Ludwig Kaiser are backstage talking.
Ugh. Yeah.
Theory
How come
seems
every time your guys go to a different section, I'm just like, oh, let's go. Not
Theory,
this guy.
he looks visibly upset. You can tell that Theory's upset just by seeing his body language and everything. And as him and Kaiser are talking, an angry Rusev walks by. He stops, he looks at him, and then he just beats them both up and walks away.
Yep, makes sense. I like it.
So Kaiser and Theory
Yeah.
just get beat up for nothing. And then
I
it's
like
time
it.
for our main event match, Io Sky with Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan with Roxanne Perez. Io and Liv, they got a great match going. back and forth for a while. Dom eventually comes down to the ring to help Liv in the match, but Rhea steps in his way, and Dom is frozen. He just stands. He's like, "Whoa." So Rhea just stands and she's just staring
Mommy.
at him, and Dom doesn't know what to do. All of a sudden, Lyra comes from the other side out of the crowd and attacks Roxanne. So
Ooh.
Roxanne's done getting taken out by Lyra. Dom's distracted by Rhea. Io, Liv realizes she sees all this going on. She realizes that she's all by herself. Io takes down Liv, hits her with the over the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Io wins, and her and Rhea
Nice.
celebrate
Good
while
job, Dom.
Dom, he just looks on from the outside, kind of not knowing what to do, as Liv kind of just like holds the back of her head, holds her ribs, and just like kind of gives a dirty look to Dom as the show ends.
Oh, poor Dom.
Yeah,
Dom didn't
that's a
do
tough spot
anything.
for Dom to be in as we move back to Monday Night Raw Week 6.
Yep, we are starting off Raw 6, and we're starting off hot this week with the Intercontinental title on the line. Finn defending against Logan Paul and Braun Breaker, who last week got awarded this match because Bischoff was impressed with him at
Unfair.
New Year's. Yeah, well, that's what happens. So we get to start off Paul and Breaker double teaming Finn. Finn doesn't really have a chance.
Yeah, this is rough for Finn.
He's getting taken out the whole time. Multiple suplexes, multiple elbow drops, everything. Frog splash from Logan Paul, spear. Finn really doesn't get much offense in. He's kind of trying to fight back, but they're teaming up on him pretty good. And then Braun hits another spear on Finn. He goes for the pin, but Logan breaks it up.
Nice.
He's like, no, no, no. We talked about this. I'm getting the pin, and Braun's like, no, I'm
Uh-oh.
doing it. So then they start brawling back and forth, and Braun's about to set up Logan Paul for the spear, but Sami Zayn comes out and distracts Breaker on the apron. Breaker takes a swing at him, but Zayn dodges, turns around. Logan Paul hits a super kick on Braun, and then Logan tries to get him, but he rolls out of the ring. He turns around. Finn hits a drop kick, knocks him in the corner. Coup de grace on Logan Paul. Pins him. One,
Nice.
two,
Good job,
three.
Finn.
Finn defends the title.
That was a
Got
tough
beat up
spot.
pretty bad, but he defended it. Sami Zayn's up on the stage laughing at Braun because they're still having their problems from the street fight at New Year's. So Sami's not happy with Braun. Braun's not happy with Sami. So they're staring down. Then we move on to a Royal Rumble qualifying match. We got Zelina taking on Natty Neidhart. It's a pretty quick match. Zelina gets a few moves in, but Natty hits her in the sharpshooter, taps her out. Natty's going straight to the Royal Rumble, so that's big
That's
for
big,
her.
yeah.
Then we go backstage. Ray's sitting there. He just puts on his mask, sitting there getting ready. Bischoff walks in. Bischoff looks at Ray, laughs, says he remembers Ray back in WCW. The fans loved him.
True.
He could do all these crazy moves, and now look at Ray.
Ooh,
Ray's struggling. He
old.
can barely win any matches.
Deadbeat.
Low life, down on his luck, can't win. He says so tonight he needs Ray to prove himself if he wants to keep being on the Raw roster. So he tells Ray he has a match next. So it's a Royal Rumble qualifying match. Ray comes out, Bischoff comes out to the stage and says that here's your opponent. And who comes out from behind?
Oh
Bronson
no.
Reed lays out Ray from behind, hits two quick tsunamis. 1, 2, 3. Bronson Reed is going to the Royal
Oh,
Rumble.
poor Bray.
Ray is out cold. Bronson's laughing. He is taking him out. That's just what Bronson does. Back at the back, Bischoff gets back into his office, and Priest and Sami Zayn are standing in there. And Bischoff's pretty ticked off about what Sami did earlier with the Braun Breaker stuff. He says that he's tired of Priest and Sami Zayn sticking with their past accomplishments. He wants them to prove themselves on Raw. So he says they have a tag team match up next against Aleister Black and Solo Sikoa.
Ooh.
So we get the match back and forth. Good match. Sami hits a suicide outside on Black and Solo. Sammy's looking good. He's the key piece. Priest gets beat up for a little bit and then gets a hot tag back to Sammy. Sammy's in there. All of a sudden, Logan Paul jumps up on the apron. Sammy turns around. He goes after him, but Logan dodges it. Sammy turns around. What's he call it? Black Mass?
Yeah, yeah, Black Mass.
Black
Yeah.
Mass right to Sammy. Out cold. 1, 2, 3. Solo is taking out Priest outside. Aleister Black and Solo pick up the win. Logan Paul's laughing on his way back out there. So now we got Sammy distracted Braun, and then we got Logan distracted Sammy. So it's this whole
It's
whole
it's
crazy thing
messy.
that's going on. These guys hate each other. Then we move on, and out comes the champ, John Cena. He comes out to the ring. He says last week that it was on him that they lost that tag team match.
He did get
He
RKO'd.
uh he praises AJ and says that he's excited to test himself against AJ at the Royal Rumble, and he knows he's got to step himself up if he's going to get on par with AJ and have a chance to keep his title at the Royal Rumble. So then we go to the main event match of the night. It's Drew McIntyre taking on R-Truth. So we got Drew and R-Truth.
Nice R-Truth getting a main event match.
Yeah, he gets the main event match. He goes for a couple moves, but Drew ends up just hitting the Claymore. It's over. Uh, Truth's out cold. Drew picks up the win, getting some momentum towards the Royal Rumble. And then we we go to commercial because we have the a big time thing with Charlotte's going to celebrate her title win
Ooh, nice.
in the final segment. So when we come back from commercial, we have the Miz backstage, and he goes over to Truth, and he makes fun of Truth because he had a chance to beat Drew and couldn't even get an offensive move in. So he's making fun of Truth. Truth says that Miz needs to get out of his face,
Ooh,
and that
serious.
Truth's just trying to have fun out here, and Miz is always so serious. He needs to lighten up a little bit. But all of a sudden, the camera pans over to the side, and it runs over, and all of a sudden, it sees Orton taking out AJ
What?
backstage. Orton's laying AJ out, throws him into a bunch of trash cans, and then hits an RKO through a table.
Man.
And AJ's out cold. The guys break it up, and Orton gets out of there real quick. AJ is knocked out cold through a table. Yeah, AJ's in trouble.
Orton's a menace.
So, no, he's horrible. So then we go back to the ring. Charlotte's out there with her title. She says that she's excited to represent the women's roster on Raw. She's excited to show off that she is the best wrestler in the world, men or women, and that she is planning on watching the Royal Rumble and see who's going to come out on top and see if they have a chance to take her out at WrestleMania. And then right before the cameras stop rolling, Becky's music plays. She stands on the stage and just points at Charlotte,
Mm,
makes the title motion. She wants that title belt,
okay.
and that's how Raw ends for week.
Ooh.
Head to SmackDown.
All right. SmackDown week number 6. You got a bunch of menaces on your roster.
Oh, look who's talking. My guys just like to take people out from behind. That's our thing.
SmackDown week 6 opens with the American Nightmare. Who else? Cody Rhodes' music hits. He walks down the ring. He's not doing the whoa. He's not doing the messing with the crowd. He's depressed and disengaged. We never seen this type of Cody before. He gets in the ring and he says he's done. He can't do this anymore. He can't stomach the fact that he has let down the fans when he knows that he's QB1 and he has to be able to win the big one. He has to win anything. He can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to walk away, take some time, and he needs to figure things out. But then Regal's music hits. And Regal comes down. He's trying to talk to Cody. He's trying to talk him off the cliff. He's trying to say you gotta just rethink this. You're fine. And then Cody, he's adamant. He's not stepping away, or he is stepping away. And Regal, he's eventually able to convince Cody that he needs to have one more match, prove that he can win this match, and then it'll get Cody back in the thing. before he leaves. If he loses, he can walk away. But if he wins, it'll fix Cody. It'll show that he can do this again. And Cody reluctantly
Mm-hmm.
agrees. So we go to our first match: Chad Gable versus Ilya Dragunov for the U.S. title #1 contender. It's a really physical match. I mean, it's Ilya and Chad. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
talking bloody chests from the chopping. I'm talking
Yeah.
huge welts and bruises from these moves that they're doing. Gable hits a chaos theory on Ilya, but he kicks out at 2. Ilya hits the torpedo Moscow on Gable, hits the H bomb. 1, 2, 3. Ilya is the #1 contender, but Gable put up a real good fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Backstage, we see Cody Rhodes in the locker room. He's thinking about what Regal said and how he's got to have this match tonight. And Jey Uso catches up with him. Jey Uso,
Sweet
he's
man.
trying to comfort him. He's saying that he gets how he feels. He knows where Cody's head's at, and he just needs to blow off some steam. But Cody, he's not having it. Cody walks away without even acknowledging Jay, really.
Mm-hmm.
Cody's not in the right
Not
headspace.
good. He's a mess.
Back in the ring, we have our second match: Austin Theory and Ludwig Kaiser versus the MFTs. JC Mateo and Talatonga are the representation for MFTs tonight. And Mateo starts the match off. He's controlling it against Theory. He's putting the work on him. But Theory does get some good offense in on Mateo, making him even catch a near fall. And Mateo, but he's really working on Theory for this match. Tala takes out Ludwig on the outside, and JC hits
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't know he called it, the Tour of the Islands. I forgot that he called it. If I knew that,
That's nice. That's a nice
that
one.
big swing slam that he does.
Yes.
And so he hits that on Theory. 1, 2, 3. The MFTs win. And Mateo's looking real strong.
Nice.
After the match, all the MFTs get in the ring and they attack Theory and Kaiser and really beat him up and beat him down as we go to commercial.
Poor guys. We got no luck.
Backstage, or not backstage, in the ring after commercial break, we hear Pete Dunne's music. And he comes down. First time he gets to celebrate as the U.S. champion since winning it at Chamber. But he's got to come down and acknowledge and talk about what happened with Carmelo Hayes at Chamber. He says he didn't want to hurt Melo. He didn't go into the match trying to hurt Melo, but he doesn't feel bad that it happened. It's wrestling. That's what happens sometimes. So he's got to move on. He's going to move on and look to defend his U.S. championship when Dragon Lee's music hits. Dragon Lee comes out and he has an issue with how Pete Dunne handled the Melo injury, and so he wants to fight Pete Dunne for the title to avenge Carmelo Hayes. But Pete Dunne shrugs him off. He says he's not ready. He's not the #1 contender. That's Ilya. So the Dragon Lee has no business being the #1 contender or asking for a match. So he's got to go back of the line. Get to the back of the line. And then Dunne is about to, or Dragon Lee's he's on the apron. Dunne's in the ring. Dunne goes to leave. He fakes to leave, goes for a headbutt, but Lee gets out of the way and they start to get into a brawl.
Oh, okay.
We have our third match now: DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Champa and Shelly are starting the match off. They're going back and forth. Shelly gets some good offense in, hitting some pretty big moves, some of his classic moves that he was hitting in TNA and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Champa,
Cradle shock.
what?
Cradle
Yeah,
shock.
yeah.
Sliced bread #2.
Champa takes control, slows the match down, gets rid of all this high flying BS. He's slowing the match down. Gargano, he's tagging in Gargano. They're controlling the match. Sabin eventually gets in the ring after the tag, and DIY go for a meet in the middle on Sabin, but Sabin dodges it. Shelly pulls Ciampa out of the ring, and Sabin hits Gargano with the shell shock. 1, 2, 3. The Guns win.
Oh, nice.
Backstage, we see Cody Rhodes in the locker room,
Oh god, this guy good.
and LA Knight comes in.
Oh,
Cody immediately gets aggressive towards Knight. Knight tries to calm him down, say, "Whoa, just take it easy, man." And he says that he respects Cody. He never meant to break Cody mentally the way that he did by beating him in their match. And just as Cody's about to respond, Obafemi walks by.
Uh-oh.
But Oba, before he walks out of frame, he stops by Cody, and he says that Cody was never fit to be QB anyway. And he continues walking by. Cody storms out of the locker room after hearing that. Our fourth match is Liv Morgan with Dominic Mysterio versus Stephanie Vaquer.
Here we go.
Stephanie starts taking it to Liv, hitting her with some big moves, working her over. She gets the devil's kiss in. But Dominic gets on the apron and he tries to distract Stephanie, but it doesn't work. Stephanie's not falling for it. Dominic gets thrown out by the referee. And Stephanie hits Liv with the SVB and then the corkscrew moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Stephanie wins. So again, Dom comes up short and trying to help Liv.
Dom comes up short. What a line.
Backstage, we get William Regal in his office, and he's talking to Gunther. Regal says that you can't just show up randomly on SmackDown for the first time and then throw yourself into the World Championship picture by making fun of Punk. Gunther's just laughing. He doesn't take Regal seriously anymore. And he says he can do whatever he wants. He's Gunther. Who's going to stop him? And Regal doesn't like it. He can do something about it. So a possible Regal in-ring match? No, I'm just kidding.
God, don't kill me.
No, I'm just kidding. Our sixth segment, we got Dominic walking backstage, trying to find Liv and Roxanne because Liv hasn't talked to him since the match. So he's looking everywhere, and he walks by Rhea.
Oh, no.
Rhea comes up to him, and she says that she saw what happened, and she just wants Dom to know that if he wants to talk, she's available.
No.
You know where to find her.
Oh.
She walks away, leaving Dom stunned and confused.
Story of his life.
And now it's main event time. Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. Will Cody be able to get this win and
no, he's retired.
and get back mentally what he's lost? So Cody, he's in the ring, and he when he hears Oba's music hits, his face changes. Like Oba, when Oba's music hits, the air in the arena shifts. It's all different. He realizes that Regal gave him one more chance to stay and fix whatever's wrong with him, but he made it Oba. He's not going to just give him a walk in the park. He's going to make Cody earn it.
Makes sense.
So
makes sense.
Through the match, we start battling with Oba. Cody's looking good. He's feeling good. He's starting to get back in, and he's feeling the crowd. He's making the crowd go crazy. He's getting back to normal Cody. Oba's getting worked on a little bit. He's hitting some big moves on Oba. He's even got Oba rocked at one point.
Ooh.
But in the end, Oba catches Cody trying to hit a Cody cutter, turns him into a fall for grace. 1, 2, 3. Oba wins. The crowd is shocked. It's silent. You can hear a pin drop. Commentary doesn't know what to say. They're quiet too. Cody lost. And Cody said that if he loses, he's leaving.
Yep, he's gone.
So Cody gets up. He puts his hand in the air, and he just, with a little bit of disappointment, just waves at the crowd and walks out of the ring. And as he's going up the entrance ramp, holding his ribs, just slowly with his head down, the camera is watching him, and it just goes to black as SmackDown ends. Cody, is he gone from WWE? What's happening? As we move to Monday Night Raw Week 7.
Goodbye. Get out of here. Goodbye. Thank you. 6 weeks in, and you just got rid of your biggest main event. I love it. I love it. Goodbye. Okay, Raw Week 7. Here we go. We're starting out, beginning the show off with the Royal Rumble qualifier match.
Always a good way to start.
Yep, we got the tag team of Aleister Black and Solo. They've been kind of working together lately.
Yeah, friendly.
They're taking on the team of Pretty Deadly.
Ooh.
And this is a pretty easy squash match.
No, poor Pretty Deadly.
Black and Solo. Solo hits the spike. Black hits a black mask.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Pins them both. Aleister Black and Solo both headed to the Royal Rumble here in a couple weeks. Then we got Bischoff coming out to the ring. He says tonight the U.S. women's title is going to be on the
Ooh,
line.
nice.
And then he also says that next week Jade and Bailey are going to have to figure out their problems, and they're going to team with Jade's going to team with Tiffany Stratton, and Bailey's going to team up with Becky Lynch.
Okay.
And they're going to have to figure out
I like it.
figure that stuff out later. And he also says that next week
He's always got an
that
angle.
we're gonna have a Royal Rumble preview match.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a battle royal with all the participants that have qualified for the Rumble so far.
I like it.
So that is all next week on Raw Week 8.
The go home.
After that, we get The Miz going one-on-one with R-Truth. Back and forth match. R-Truth hits all his classic moves. Miz makes a comeback. He's going to go for Skull Crush finale. R-Truth dodges it. Hits him with the axe kick. It's going to be over, but all of a sudden somebody jumps out through the crowd into the ring, lays out Truth, and the ref didn't see it because the ref was checking on the Miz. Runs out of the ring, gets down. Miz gets up, hits Skull Crushing finale. 1, 2, 3. Miz beats R-Truth, and then we go look, and the guy comes back in the ring, and it's the announcers don't know who it is. It's JD. How do you say his last name?
McDonough?
Why am I blanking? McDonough. That's right. JD McDonough making his
Oh,
debut
no.
on Raw.
Oh, no, not him.
And he's working with the Miz.
He's got a massive head.
So he holds up Miz's arm. Miz has got a protege now
Unbelievable.
to train. So Miz ends up beating R-Truth there. Then we get a 6-man tag match. You know I love my tag team.
You do love a tag team match.
We got Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Someone calls them the Vision. Versus Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn. Great back and forth match. Everybody ends up, hitting their finishers. It ends up with Sammy hitting the haluva kick on Logan Paul, but he turns around and gets speared by Braun. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Braun pins Sammy, and Logan Paul, Braun, and Bronson Reed win the match.
These guys.
Then we get the champ. Cena comes out. He's ticked off. He's ticked off of Bischoff. Says he's mad about what happened to AJ last week. AJ's not even here tonight because of what happened.
That was pretty crazy.
Cena is ticked off, and he says he's tired of the crap that's been happening with all these attacks. He says he wants Orton and Seth tonight. Bischoff comes out. He looks at Cena, gets that smirk on his face that Bischoff always has.
He does always have a smirk.
And says, "Careful what you wish for, Cena.
Oh, no.
You got it."
Oh, no.
So tonight, main event, handicap match, John Cena takes on Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. And Bischoff laughs as he goes back to
That's
the back.
not going to end well for Cena.
Then we got a Royal Rumble qualifying match. We got the New Day actually are going to be on commentary for this.
Oh, great.
And we got the War Raiders taking on the Lucha Bros.
Nice.
And New Day's on commentary, and they're talking about how dumb Lucha Bros are wearing masks. They shouldn't be wearing masks to wrestle. It makes no sense. They're probably just ugly under there. All the classic New Day stuff. Talking about how they're the real tag team, the real champs, that they deserve to hold these titles forever. No tag teams on their level. Penta goes out there and looks at New Day. The New Day get up and kind of stare at him. Penta slaps Woods. Kofi's attacking Penta. They're brawling on the outside. War Raiders are double teaming Phoenix on the inside. Penta goes back in to save Phoenix. Phoenix flips over. What is it? Is it Ivar?
Which one?
I always forget the one guy's
Ivar
name.
and Eric. It's
Eric.
Ivar's the
Eric,
redhead.
but it's Ivar. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So he flips over Ivar. Penta hits the super kick, and then Phoenix rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Lucha Bros.
Nice.
Qualify for the Royal Rumble.
That's good. I like that.
Then we get our next match is the Women's U.S. Championship match. It's Tiffany Stratton defending her title against Becky Lynch. Back and forth match. Becky hits the Bexploder. Tiffany gets her foot on the rope. Back and forth. Ends up with Becky trying to hit a superplex. Tiffany knocks her off. Gets up, hits the moonsault off the top. pins Becky 1, 2, 3, and Tiffany ends up winning.
That's a big win for
Charlotte's
her.
music plays, and she comes out with her title, stares at Becky, who's laying in the
Oh
ring,
no.
and just kind of smirks and laughs
How's
because
Becky?
Becky couldn't even
Yeah.
get the U.S. title, let alone
How's
trying to
she
come
gonna beat
after her
Charlotte? She
title.
can't beat Tiffany.
So Becky looks dejected in the ring. She's ticked off that she didn't get the job done. Now we get to our main event. John Cena comes out. He's going to take on Orton and Rollins. He tries his best. He fights him off. He gets the advantage at one point, hits some of those big moves, goes for the five knuckle shuffle. Rollins grabs his foot. Then Orton comes back, hits the RKO, tags in Rollins. Rollins hits the stomp on Cena. 1, 2, 3.
I knew
Rollins
it
and
was too much
Orton
for him. He's too old.
stand over Cena. Then they start, after the match, they start beating on Cena, taking him out. Orton gets him on top of the announce table. RKO
Ugh,
Cena through
enough is
the announce
enough. He's an
table.
old man.
Cena's out cold. Orton and Rollins are celebrating. And that's how they stand tall over John Cena, and that's
Unbelievable.
how Raw
How can
ends.
Eric allow this? This is on his show. This is
This,
disrespectful.
this is what Eric loves, man. He loves controversy creates cash. Remember that.
Unbelievable.
He's loving it. McDonald's. He's loving it.
Mm,
So now we're on to SmackDown week. What are we week? Are we?
7.
7.
SmackDown Week 7. We open SmackDown with William Regal. No music, he's just already in the
Okay.
ring.
Okay.
And
Kind of disrespectful, but whatever.
it's like Triple H.
He's a legend.
Regal's in the ring and he announces that Cody's gone. He doesn't know if he's ever coming back.
Oh.
He never Cody didn't talk to him, he didn't give him a text, no call. He's gone. So he doesn't have any
Okay.
update other than he's gone. He doesn't know when he's coming back. Just when
That's fine.
Kevin Owens' music hits.
Oh.
And Kevin Owens comes down to the ring, he gets in and he confronts Regal about the tragedy that was the Elimination Chamber. But not
What's
before
tragic?
mentioning that The Rock was right about Cody and his fans being crybabies.
I agree.
Regal asked Kevin what he's planning on doing about the result of the chamber and how I think he was the first one eliminated, right? And how
I believe so.
Kevin says he wants a match with Punk. Regal says you can't just get a match with Punk like that, and you have to earn it. Regal tells Kevin that he can face LA Knight tonight, and if he wins, he'll face the winner of Jey Uso and Chad Gable next week to be the number one contender at the Rumble.
Okay. Okay.
So our first match opens Kevin Owens versus LA Knight. Owens controls the match. He's beating Knight up most of it. He's letting Knight gets a few shots in every once in a while, but Owens he's determined. He's beating down Knight. He hits him with a pop-up power bomb, but LA Knight kicks out at 2. Later in the match, Knight goes for the BFT. Owens reverses, turns him around, stunner 1, 2, 3. Owens wins. He goes to next week to face the winner of Uso versus Gable.
Ooh. Okay.
Backstage, we see Dom, Liv, and Roxanne. And Liv's asking Dom what he was doing talking to Rhea because she watches the product. She saw that Dom was talking to Rhea, and Dom says she talked to him. He didn't talk to her. She talked to him. And Liv walks away frustrated. She can't deal with Dom right now. And then Roxanne follows after. Dom's in some hot water right now.
Dom can't win.
Second match of the night, the U.S. Championship. Pete Dunne defends against Ilya Dragunov. And it's a fantastically brutal match. I mean,
barn burner.
We get some big moves. Dunn is doing his joint manipulation. He's going crazy. They're going back and forth. Ilya hits the torpedo Moscow, he hits it, but Dunn kicks out at 2, just barely getting the shoulder up. Ilya attempts the H-bomb, but Dunn catches him, reverses that, and hits the bitter end. 1, 2, 3. Dunn retains.
There we go. Little vintage NXT UK.
Oh yeah, that's what I was envisioning when I was thinking about the match. Backstage, we see Lyra and Stephanie Vaquer talking when the Kabuki Warriors interrupt them. And Asuka says that she knew Stephanie was weak for not being able to beat Rhea. And Stephanie says that you want to see if I'm weak? And why don't we do this in the ring tonight? And then Lyra says, why not make it a tag team match? So we go to the ring. Gunther is in the ring against Santos Escobar.
No, poor son.
Gunther, it's what you would expect. Escobar, he gets a couple of shots in. He makes Gunther sweat a little bit, puts a little bit of bruising on the chest. But Gunther hits him with suplexes, power bombs, clotheslines. It's a Gunther match. Even goes up top for a splash. You know that weird splash that he does.
I know, yeah.
Gunther, but Escobar's kicking out all of this. He even hits Escobar with the power with a couple power bombs. Escobar's staying in it. He's not getting squashed as much as you would think. Gunther is getting frustrated. He can't put away Escobar. So he grabs him in the sleeper, and after a bit, Escobar can't take it anymore. He taps out, and Gunther wins.
Poor Cuerno.
Backstage, DIY storms into Regal's office, and they're demanding a rematch against the Guns. Just then, the Profits walk in, and they approach Regal. They're asking what he's got planned. They're curious. They're the tag champs. They're curious what he's got planned for him. So Regal says they're in luck. Next week, the Motor City Machine Guns will face DIY, and the winner faces the Profits at Royal Rumble.
Ooh, okay.
Our fourth match of the night, we've got Lyra Valkyria and Stephanie Vaquer versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Well, V's.
That is a lot of V's. Lyra and Asuka start off the match. They're going back and forth, trading blows. Asuka's hitting that spinning back fist that she does sometimes. Asuka takes control. She brings Lyra to her corner, and she's beating her down, tagging in Kyrie. They're swapping in and out. They're keeping fresh, like a heel tag team does. But Lyra's able to eventually get free and get the hot tag on Stephanie. The crowd goes wild. She comes in, and she starts beating down Kyrie. She hits the devil's kiss on her. She goes for the SVB, but Asuka hits her with the mist. She's got the mist in her face. She's trying to wipe it off. She's panicking. She doesn't know what to do. Stephanie, she gets kicked with in the head, knocking her down. She goes outside. She rolls out. She's trying to recover after getting hit with the mist. Lyra is outside the ring trying to help her, and Asuka goes out there, or Kyrie, goes out there, takes out Lyra. Then she pulls Lyra into the ring. Kyrie goes to the top rope, hits the insane elbow. 1, 2, 3. The Kabuki Warriors win.
Wow.
Backstage,
Wow.
Dom's trying to talk to Liv.
Oh, God, Dom.
She's not having it. She's not even listening to him. She's not happy with Dom. So Dom asks Roxanne to try to talk to Liv for him and see if she'll get Liv back on understanding terms. Roxanne says she'll do it. Dom walks away, and guess who he happens to run into?
Wow, Dom.
He happens to run into Rhea.
Turn around.
But Dom says, "Get away from me." And she's calm. She's trying to say that she's not the villain here. She's not the reason that Liv's mad. And that Dom needs to figure out who he is and what he's about first before he tries to figure out this whole thing with Liv. And so Rhea walks away, and Dom's left thinking this time. He's like, what does she mean by that?
God. Stop thinking, Dom.
And it's main event time. Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. Winner faces Kevin Owens next week. So Jay comes in. He's yeeting like crazy. He's taking early advantage of the match, though. Gable, he gets worked a little bit early, but he uses his wrestling experience, his amateur style to get the advantage over Uso fairly quickly into the match. And he really slows down the pace. He's working on the limbs of Jay. He's taking the elbows, the knees. He's working the limbs of Jey Uso. Jay's gonna be able to get some offense, but Gable's controlling most of the match. Later on, Jay is able to hit a spear on Gable, but only for a 2 count. He goes for the super kick. Gable reverses that, catches him into a chaos theory. 1, 2, but Jay kicks out just barely at 2. Jay catches him with a super kick, goes to the splash. 1, 2, 3. Jey Uso is able to pick up the victory to go on to face Kevin Owens next week. And as Jay's celebrating, he's eating with the crowd. Everybody's popping. The crowd's going crazy. Kevin Owens comes in, hits the pop-up powerbomb, hits a stunner, lays Jay out. The crowd stops eating, and they're booing Kevin. And Kevin's just yelling. You know how he just yells off mic? He just starts
Mm-hmm.
screaming and spitting everywhere. He's yelling at Jay,
Snotting.
and he's yelling at Punk. He's mad at Punk too, and he's brings up Punk as he's just yelling, and the show ends with him just screaming at everybody. We move to the go
Oh,
home
Kevin.
show for the Royal Rumble for Monday Night Raw.
Yep, here we go. Raw Week 8. Starts out, Cena comes out. Ticked off. He's got his ribs wrapped up, his arms wrapped
I'm
up,
surprised he's there.
all taped up. He is ticked about what happened last week. He says that he's tired of what's going on with Orton and
I'm tired
Rollins.
of it too.
He's going to take him out tonight. Orton comes out. He's laughing. He says Cena can't touch him. He's taken Cena out multiple times now. He says that he should be the WWE champion, not Cena.
I mean, he makes a good case.
And all of a sudden, from behind, Rollins attacks Cena
What?
and starts beating Cena up. Orton gets in the ring and they start fighting. Cena fights back, takes Orton outside the ring, hits the FU on Rollins.
Nice.
Then he gets outside the ring and starts beating Orton up through the crowd. They go all the way backstage. They're brawling through the backstage area. All of a sudden, Rollins hits Cena from behind, trying to take him back out. Cena fights back. They're fighting. This is an all-out brawl. Guys are trying to break it up. Orton's attacking Cena when Cena's getting held back. Rollins jumps in and is hitting him. Cena fights back, knocking Orton down. Throws Rollins outside right into a wall, knocking Rollins down. He's getting held back. Bischoff comes in. He's screaming at him to stop, knock it off. He's ticked off. He says tonight they're ending this once and for all. It's going to be a street fight between John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. He says that they're going to finish this tonight.
Man.
He's tired of the fighting. He's tired of all this. Tonight it's going to get settled.
What a way to
So
open
after
Raw.
after all that wildness ends, we get a tag match between Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio, and they're taking on Bronson Reed and The Miz. Bronson's actually in a regular match, not attacking anybody.
It's about time.
So we get back and forth match. Finn goes for the coup de grace on Bronson, but he dodges it. Bronson lays him out. He's going for the tsunami, misses the tsunami because Ray pulls Finn out of the ring. Ray hits a 619 on Bronson, but when he goes up for the leg drop, Bronson catches him, power bombs him.
Mm.
But then the Miz tacks himself in. He's going after Finn. Finn dodges it, knocks him in the corner, hits the coup de grace. Bronson comes in to try to take Finn out, but he dodges him and goes over the top rope. Finn pins Miz. 1, 2, 3. Finn and Ray pull
Good win
off
for
the
the good
win.
guys.
So Bronson's ticked off at the Miz. The Miz is just laying there on the floor, dejected. Then we move on to a Royal Rumble qualifying match. This is the last week of qualifiers. So we're trying to get everybody in all the spots filled. We got a match between Damian Priest and Tyler Bate. So Priest goes back and forth. Tyler's hitting, his classic style, the hard-hitting style he has. But Damian catches him, hits him with the razor's edge. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest is going to the Royal Rumble.
That's a
Then
big
we
win.
get, that's big for Damian to get into the Rumble. So then we move on, and it's time for the Royal Rumble preview Battle Royal.
Ooh, all right.
The participants are Logan Paul, Aleister Black, Solo Sikoa, Pentagon, Phoenix, and Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Classic Battle Royal. The heels start kind of teaming up. It's just Penta and Phoenix versus all the heels. So the Lucha Bros are kind of getting beat up. Phoenix actually catches Solo with the super kick.
Nice.
Knocks him out of the ring. Pentagon tries to go up top for a move. Aleister Black hits a black mass on him, knocks Pentagon out. Then we got Phoenix going after Black and Logan Paul. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre hits the going for the Claymore on Phoenix, but he hits Aleister Black, so he doesn't care. He throws Aleister out. Then all of a sudden, it ends up just being Drew, Phoenix, and Paul. All of a sudden, Braun Breaker comes out, hits the spear on Phoenix, gives him to Logan Paul. Logan Paul throws him out. All of a sudden, Sami Zayn comes out, and he starts attacking Breaker, and they start taking each other out. He hits the Helluva kick on Breaker. throws Baker over the top rope, even though he's not even in this match.
Yeah,
All of a
counts the
sudden,
same.
Drew hits the Claymore on Sammy, throws Sammy out, and then Logan Paul tries a sneak attack on Drew. Drew reverses him and flips him over the
Nice.
top rope. And Drew McIntyre is the Royal Rumble preview
All
winner.
right, maybe that's
So
a little
so
hint.
he's on his way. He's got all the momentum going into the Rumble. And then we got Zayn and Breaker still yelling at each other on the
Yeah,
floor.
they're going crazy.
Then backstage, John Cena's taping his fists up, getting ready for his match tonight. Bischoff comes in. He says that he's tired of what Cena's been doing. He's been causing all these problems around here.
He's been causing
He
problems.
says, "Oh yeah." He says tonight Cena has a chance to end this, and he better do it because if he doesn't, then it's going to be rough going for Cena. He says that it's going to be the street fight tonight, and they need to get themselves figured out. And he tells Cena good luck.
He don't mean
Then
it.
we move on. He doesn't mean it now. He hates Cena. Then we move on, and we got Charlotte Flair coming out for commentary. It's Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton taking on Bayley and Becky Lynch. So we get a good match. Jade's powering Bayley. Bayley's trying to come back and attack her. Becky comes in, attacks Tiffany. It goes back and forth. Jade and Bayley end up brawling outside the ring, attacking each other. Becky is on the outside. She throws Tiffany back in. All of a sudden, Flair from behind
No,
hits her with the big
she's
boot.
on commentary.
The ref saw it, DQs the
Oh,
match. Bayley and Becky win. But
she didn't even try to hide
Flair
it.
doesn't care. She throws Becky into the steel steps. Becky's laying there. Flair holds up the title
Oh,
and
boo.
proves that she's better than Becky. And that she tells Becky that she'll see her at the Rumble and see how Becky will do at the Rumble. Then we get our final Royal Rumble qualifying match. It's Apollo Crews versus Sami Zayn. Pretty decent match. Crews hits a couple of his big moves, but Sami ends up hitting the Helluva Kick and then a Blue Thunder Bomb. Pins Apollo Crews. Sammy's in the Royal Rumble now. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Braun Breaker spears
Oh,
Sammy
come
out of
on.
nowhere. Takes him out. Sammy's laying there, broken in half. Braun's yelling at him, screaming at him, says that he doesn't deserve to be in the Rumble. And he gets out of there. And Sammy's left laying in the ring, hurt. Then we get the New Day coming out. They say that they're excited that they're the World Tag Team Champions, that they're the best tag team in the entire company,
Hmm.
especially on Raw. But then they were told Bischoff told them they had to have a match at Royal Rumble, so they call out the Lucha Bros who already were in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, they're hurt.
The Lucha Bros come out. New Day say they handpicked the Lucha Bros to have their match at the Royal Rumble, but there's a little different stip on it since the last time they wrestled. They said this time it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls.
Ooh,
So at the Royal
spicy.
Rumble, you're getting World Tag Match, 2 out of 3 falls. New Day take on the Lucha Bros.
Okay.
So New Day goes to shake hands with Lucha Bros. Lucha Bros shake their hand. Then New Day attacks them, lays them out.
Unbelievable.
So New Day is walking into Royal Rumble with a pretty big advantage there over the Lucha Bros. The Lucha Bros are in a lot of pain. So now we got our main event. It's the street fight. John Cena, Seth Rollins,
Come on, John.
Randy
Big
Orton.
match, John.
It's a triple threat street fight, but it's Rollins and Orton are teaming up again on Cena. They're taking him out. They hit him with all the moves. Orton's getting ready to set him up to where he's going to hit him with the arcade through a table. All of a sudden, somebody runs through the crowd, gets up on the apron, hits the flying forearm on Orton
He's
through the
back.
table. AJ, then he jumps over the top and takes out Seth, beating up Seth on the outside, throwing him up against the steps, hits Seth with a steel chair. Orton is getting up, Cena's getting up, F you on Orton, threw it on top of a trash can.
Oh, man.
Orton's out. 1, 2, 3. Cena gets the
All
pin.
right.
Orton's out of there. Rollins is out of there. Cena's still hurt. He got beat up pretty bad during the match. A little bit of blood, got a little color.
Nice. Gotta have color.
AJ comes in and picks Cena up, and Orton and Seth are getting out of there. AJ goes and starts yelling at him, tells them that they don't deserve to be in the ring with John Cena. That AJ's gonna they're gonna have a great match at Royal Rumble, and then all of a sudden AJ hits the Pele
Oh,
on Cena, takes Cena out.
yeah, I respect it.
AJ stands over him, does his pose, the phenomenal one pose,
He hasn't done that a
and
little bit.
AJ says he's going to take the title from Cena at the Royal Rumble, and that's how
I
it
respect it
ends.
though.
So Cena can't catch a break.
This is a retirement tour.
Yeah, he's getting his butt.
You're
kicked
abusing this old man.
He's still the champ, man. He's fine. He's doing fine. So now we move on to SmackDown Week 8, Go Home Show.
All right, the go home show for SmackDown right before the Royal Rumble. We open SmackDown with CM Punk's music hits.
Finally, he hasn't been on.
I know. He's just been getting talked about. He hasn't been on a little bit. The world champ comes down to the ring, and he wants to talk about what Kevin Owens did to end SmackDown last week. He invoked his name. He was screaming Punk's name. He was angry. And so Punk comes down, and he says he's not scared of Kevin. Why would he be scared of Kevin? He's not worried if Kevin wins tonight and faces him at the Rumble because he says he knows all about Kevin. He used to be Kevin Owens. He says that he used to be bitter. He used to be angry. And that led him to walking out of the company. And he says, looking back, he wished that someone would have beat some sense into him. So he says that that's what he's going to do to Kevin. Just then, Kevin's music hits, and he comes down to the ring saying how much of a hypocrite Punk is. And they're going back and forth in a war of words. And when Owens tries to leave, he fakes to leave to trick CM Punk. He goes for his stunner. Punk reverses into the GTS and lays Kevin out. Punk grabs his title, and he holds it up and walks out of the ring with his head held high as Kevin just lays there.
Oh, nice.
So our first match of the night, MFTs versus Fraxium.
Ooh, okay.
Mateo and Talatonga are the ones representing MFTs. And Mateo starts off the match against Axiom. He's got the clear power advantage. He's just a meatball with no neck. So
yeah, that's true.
He's got the clear power advantage. He's really using on Axiom. Axiom's a small little Spanish guy. He don't have much. So he's getting dominated by Mateo for most of the match. He's able to break free and tag in Nathan Frazier. Frazier picks up the pace. He's got that speed. He runs the ropes real fast. He's going crazy on Mateo. Mateo can't handle the speed. But then Mateo's able to eventually tag in Talatonga, and Tala changes the game. 7 feet tall, you can't teach that. He's hitting big moves.
Gimmick infringement.
What?
Gimmick infringement.
He choke slams. He catches Frazier. He choke slams him. Hits a big boot. 1, 2, 3. The MFTs pick up the win. Fraxium put up a good showing, but MFTs are just too big.
Mm-hmm.
We go backstage.
The MFTs are getting hot.
Yeah, they're getting hot. Yeah, Mateo's getting real hot. We see Dom backstage. He's sitting on one of those like electrical crate boxes things. Mm-hmm. He's just kind of talking to himself, trying to figure out what he's going to do, try to help Liv, try to get back in the good graces with Liv. When Jimmy Uso walks by, this is the first time we've seen Jimmy. And Jimmy walks by, and Dom says, "Hey, Jimmy, can you give me some advice? What do I do here?" And Jimmy just looks at him. He laughs and he says, "No yeet," and he just walks away. He's just laughing, walking away, not helping Dom at all. And so we go. Camera gets to William Regal in his office, and none other than Gunther walks in. And Gunther, he's been smiling this entire time since he showed up on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. He coming off of the win against Escobar last week. He's feeling great. And he comes in and he says, "That was the best you got, Regal. That's the best you could do." And Regal says, "Well, clearly you were up to the task." He was expecting something more. And so Regal, he knows that Gunther is trying to angle for something. He knows he's got a higher motive than just smiling and laughing at Regal. So Gunther says that he wants to be in the Royal Rumble. But before Regal can say, "Yeah, you're going to be in the Royal Rumble," Gunther stops him, and he says, the number 30 spot.
Oh.
And so Regal says, well, you're going to have to earn that, and you earn it tonight. We go to the ring with Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. This is for number one contender to face the Street Profits at the Rumble for the tag titles.
Okay.
Chris Sabin and Gargano are starting the match, and it's a classic match between two world-class wrestlers. I mean, these guys are some of the best to ever do it. They're going crazy. They're doing amazing spot after amazing spot. I mean, the crowd's loving it. They're chanting, "This is awesome." They're chanting all kinds of crazy stuff. They're hitting near falls. They're building the drama. Ciampa eventually gets in, and he controls the match. He's doing his dirty stuff. He's really controlling Sabin and Shelley. He's able to hit the fairy tale ending on Shelley, but Shelley kicks out at 2, just barely getting the shoulder up. Gargano comes in. They hit the meat in the middle. Ciampa pins Sabin 1, 2, 3. And DIY will go to the Rumble to face the Street Profits.
That's a bit of an upset, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the Guns beat him the week before.
I know.
Or 2 weeks before, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Regal's in his office, and the MFTs walk in. And JC Mateo, he's kind of taken over as the de facto leader since Solo's on Raw. So JC's kind of the mouthpiece right now. And he says that they deserve a tag team title match. They've been hot. He's seen what they've done so far. So Regal says, yeah, they've certainly been impressive, but he doesn't think that they've done enough just yet to earn that type of match. So JC says, okay, well, just know that the blood is on your hands. We go to the ring for Roxanne Perez with Liv and Dom versus Io with Rhea Ripley.
Oh, awkward.
Roxanne and Io are going crazy. They're going back and forth, hitting big moves, some of their best moves that they can pull out of their bag, and they're getting big near falls. Liv eventually is able to get on the apron to distract the ref, but Rhea walks over to Dom, and Liv looks over. She gets distracted herself. She's staring at Rhea and Dom talking, and Roxanne sees what's going on. She gets distracted. Everybody's getting distracted. And just for a moment, she turns around, gets knocked out by Io, who climbs to the top rope, hits the over the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Io picks up the win. And Rhea just laughs as Liv just is giving a mean mug to Dom.
Poor Dom.
Backstage, William Regal comes out, or not backstage, he comes out to, the camera comes back from commercial and Regal's music hits. He comes out to announce that starting the SmackDown next week, following the Royal Rumble, there will be a tournament to decide the new number one contender for the United States Championship.
Oh, a tournament.
Regal says that there have been so many wrestlers coming to him asking for title matches and asking for opportunities, and he says now this is their chance. So we got a tournament starting next week.
I like that.
And we get main event time, number one contender for the World Championship at Royal Rumble, Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Kevin attacks Jey as he's doing the yeet in the ring, and he's not wasting any time. The crowd's not happy. They're booing. They just wanted to yeet. And Kevin, he's beating Jey down. He's proven a point. He doesn't care about getting disqualified or anything. He's proven a point. Wants to send a message to Punk and to the WWE Universe. He beats down Jey to a pulp. Jey gets a few shots in, but Kevin, I mean, he's dominating this match. He hits Jey with a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, Jey kicks out. Barely. Kevin gets frustrated. He picks up Jey, hits him with a stunner, picks him again, doesn't pin him, picks him up again, hits him with another stunner. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens wins. He's the number one contender for the world title.
Goodness.
Finally got what he wanted. After the match, Kevin grabs Jey, takes him outside, clears off the announce table, sets Jey up to put him through it. Just then, Punk comes from the crowd to attack Owens.
Dun, 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 dun.
Stop, no music, just comes out of the crowd.
Sorry.
Stopping him from putting Jey through the table. Punk and Owens are battling. They're going punch for punch. I mean, it's the classic brawl. Mm-hmm. They're going from the ringside area by the announce table. They battle over the ring barricade into the crowd with the fans. They're battling up the stairs, and they're just going. I mean, it's just blow for blow as they're climbing the stairs. Security's trying to get in there and stop them, but you can't stop these two. This is just pure hatred for each other, and they're trying to separate them. The show's going off the air. The copyright thing comes on the TV as Punk and Kevin are climbing the arena stairs, just beating each other down as security's trying to pull them apart. And that is how SmackDown,
Nice.
the go home show, ends, headed to the Royal Rumble.
Okay, I like it.
Some pretty
I hope
insane
Punk
TV
loses.
happening.
That was a lot of brawling.
Poor Cena.
Hey man, he's trying his
He's an
best.
old man. He's getting beat up every week.
He's trying. He's going for it. Just can't help it. Orton said they want
Orton's a
him gone.
menace.
Orton is
He's got to be
menace.
stopped.
That's true. That is true.
He's like Spider-Man. He's a menace.
Goodness gracious.
Well, that is
Well,
our February booking, our 4 weeks of TV headed to the Royal Rumble. Next episode will be the Royal Rumble. It's going to be its own special episode because there's probably going to be some crazy things that happen. So we felt we needed to have one whole episode just specifically on the Rumble so we can dive a little bit deeper into the matches and everything like that. So hope everyone enjoyed this Just Book It episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment on Spotify or on YouTube if you're listening to this or watching this on YouTube. And that is going to do it for us. We will see you at the Royal Rumble.
peace.